Ja, jeg hadde gjort det helt til jeg formaterte dataen.
How can I help?
Jeg må vel inn i biosen og sånn dritt. Hvor mye hertz har den på?
I'm a Jedi. I am
Ja,
far
på
too
4.
disciplined to betray my emotions with outward physical displays.
Og standard
You
er...
both know the real reason you
Husker
have
ikke hva det er
some idea
engang.
of what I'm thinking, the bond we share.
Nesten 2,7.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive
Du kan fikse det når det er
They
LAN.
must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes
Jeg tror jeg har lik prosessor og lik vannkjøling, så.
The fact that you are so strong in the force
Ja, jeg har en annen vannskjellig.
training could have
Ok.
terrible
Men det skal gå greit.
for
uansett.
you and for everyone around you.
Altså en maks temperatur jeg har på prosessor nå da. Skal vi se. Ja, 55 grader.
Ja.
I don't think
Og enda da så jobber sikkert ikke vifta fullt en gang, holdt jeg på å si. Så det er egentlig jævlig lav temperatur på
Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree
Processor.
of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side.
Jeg er sånn svær radiator, ja.
Fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
ja, vannkjølinga jobber så vidt
Good to
da.
hear. Without the proper training, however,
Det er jævlig bra.
I'm afraid you will find the path difficult, even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined.
Den kommer jo nesten ned i romtemperatur da, når jeg ikke gjør noe.
Any reckless
Da er den på 30 grader.
is likely to affect me
Enda har jeg
as well.
spilt jævlig mye Planet Side 2 nå. En som hadde en I7, nei I5 mener jeg.
I will do my best to
Planet
guide
Side som jeg spilte med nå, han hadde overklokken til 5,2 GHz.
Times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming.
Hadde bare vanlig vannkjøling.
Or occurs. When you need
Var det
guidance
den nye versjonen, ja, da,
and
sikkert.
support, I will do my
Ja,
best to
det
help
var
you
det
stay
helt
on the
sikkert.
path of the light.
Det er vel tredje generasjon, tenker jeg.
Men uansett da, hvis jeg overklokken fra 2,9 eller hva han er nå til 4, så tror jeg merker forskjell.
Ja.
I only hope
Jeg fikk
I have the
40,
wisdom to
nei,
help you through the
52,0
dark
eller noe sånt, tror jeg. Jeg satt på en sånn fyr som fløy Liberator. Han er norsk, han også.
Nice.
Hvorfor det?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop. Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Tatooine for training. Isn't that strange? And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you? A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason. No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just, well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again. Let us see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you. Just forget I said it.
You were moved to hang out.
Hvordan er det å gjøre æren til admin, Eirik? Må.
Lord Malak, the Starforge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the...
Skal vi se, ACL.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Sånn
Calo
er det...
agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you,
Acid.
the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Prøv nå, Erlend.
You were moved to Star Wars Soul Dread by Orlando.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Tatooine. Did you... Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a... Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but... The star map would likely have to be within some... I suspect there... No doubt...
Kipuna, bona na kichu. Selima wanga kunbikin. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before. I am sorry for attacking you. I hope that by helping... Thank you. I can only hope...
Yeah, what do you want? What? You think I... Yeah, what do you... Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a speed boosting... There anything... Here, there any... Here, there... Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate. There anything else you need? You're...
Mucho shakapaka. Mucho.
Hey there. No problem. Just so happens I've got one here I've been working. Anything else you... No problem. No problem. No problem. Anything else you need? Okay. Hey there. What? No. Anything else? Okay. Hey there. No, any... 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 Okay. Hey there. Sorry.
How can I help? I'm confident that you can deal with that on your own.
Yes, what's on your mind? Sorry, can't be...
Mucho shakapan. Kipuna. Bonanaki. Kipuna. Dong abuk sham. Mucho shak. Kipuna. Kipuna. Selima wanga kunbikin.
How may I do not know how to help you with that.
Hey there. Sorry, I don't have one handy right now. Besides, we've got plenty of... Hey there. What? Oh, heck. I don't know.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses. That would be unfortunate. Zerka Corporation can't afford to extend credit. Everyone... I thought you would. Without this will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. That's not much. You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but you could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know. There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here. I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I can tell you more, I guess. It's not a big secret or anything. Just not good for business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company. Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business. Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it. very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as any. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to... I will answer as best I can. Yes.
Ucua penki, tang ituamaji, human act ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, baba has. Ki mulira kun. Chiwa aita kanki chana chupornibo, kun mulira slimo poiwanga, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, chuna mulira. Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka, patoga yak fuli ko kala.
Papuilta, Kolo Duf, Ivan Rebut, Ikel Irimo. Undasta Shelfa, Ufta Kel Chief, Kolo Dufta. Papuilta, Kolo Duf, Ivan Rebut, Papuilta, Kolo Duf, Ivan Rebut, Ikel Irimo. Papuilta, Kolo Duf, Ivan Rebut,
Your wish?
Sure.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. I don't know what to do then. We need the credits desperately. Could you get it? I could wait. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I trust you. Take the plate.
Was that really necessary? I hope you intend to keep your word if you act so forcefully with...
I'll be here. Please don't take too long.
I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died on Terrace. You never know what the Sith will do. Look at Terrace. Was there any reason for what happened there? With Terrace gone, I wonder who the Sith will turn on next.
You're back. Please hurry.
Something you want? All right.
The Republic is too complacent. If they let Terrace fall, do you think they care what happens out here?
Sand people wiped out my moisture farm. And what is Zerka?
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan. It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however. Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it... As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Yes?
Those Jawas. I don't understand a thing they say. I saw a crate dragon once. Well, no.
How may I be of assistance? I do not know how to help you with... How may I be... What is it you would like? I thank you for... I have been thinking about myself. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside my... More time would do me good. Time to... I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think perhaps that in your... I thank you for...
Sand people wiped out my moisture farm. What does Zerka do? Nothing.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Zerka Corporation does not want the complications or expense that come with people wandering the dunes. It's too dangerous. Running this installation is difficult enough without fools wandering around getting themselves killed by sand people. Don't get cocky. It has nothing to do with how much you are worth. Workers to man the iron shovels are cheap. What they don't want is sand people salvaging your weapons. Their raids cause enough damage as it is. See the Zerka off.
It does seem convenient, but we've no reason to disbelieve.
Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaole rachiku.
I'm here. How may I be of assistance to you? What is it you would like to speak? How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi. The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled, but yes, when I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed. They were quite striking. Especially from that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Tatooine although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. But thanks to you, I have come. There is much we should...
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, it... Oh, of course. Who put you up? Well, my name is Tanis, and what I do is hunt. I'm sure you've heard of me. Well, actually, I hope you haven't. There isn't any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive. Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy. What do I care? I need to eat. I also need to pay for parts so the wife can keep the droids running. It's all about the credits. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell... Uptight and cold like my wife. They don't like me streamlining the hunt with droids. I don't fit in, but I don't let it bug me. The Gamorreans are different. Good rowdy drinking buddies. Kirk and his boys, they understand that hunting is a business. Of course they hunt other things than raid, too. Just don't turn your back on them. Ever. Nothing. Nothing at all. Fine. Good hunt.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. Hoping to goad me into talking a bit? All right, what do you want? My name is Doric Quinn. If I knew the best place, why would I? Perhaps someone else is holding out, but there's... If that... Easy now. This really isn't worth the headache. How about I just leave? Every ship that lands brings a new hot shell.
Hakupa, Chekupa. Mucho shakfakat. Kieno no namapaule. Jedobat.
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani Lubo. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha Agi Chiwa. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha Chiwa.
Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba patu koji. Tong nongbong chang yung yang. Tong. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ning.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have... If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are... We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunt. With the downturn in mining, people want any chance at credits they can get. Most wouldn't survive a day, let alone qualify as hunters. The last license issued before the ban was given to a woman named Marlena Venn. She'll do fine. She had a mean streak a parsec wide. She also paid double. Exceptions like this are rare, unless it suits the company to offer them. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The sand people are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. It's as if you agree... Very well. As I said... We use them to... We don't... It's... The sand people are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. Very farewell.
Achua Penki. Cheap.
Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mura rabes. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chico. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chico kabi. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mura rabes. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chico kabi. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mura rabes. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chico. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wanna kun best Jingpa Marulira, Tok Jingbang non ket. Tukni. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai. Ina Kunba Marulira Rachikun, Slimo Patona. Mundi Hadonga Chihonkabi. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai, Labo.
What is it?
What?
Hasta hjälpa. Hon stärker krig. Vad vill du för den hjälpa? På i sidan hjälpa. Wouldn't truth blood fun? Vad vill där? Kolor du Stefan med Hurtikel. Hon ska hjälpa. Hon stärker krig.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it...